Good afternoon everyone, I hope you're doing well. In this video I'm going to be showcasing 10 cool channels that I personally follow, and I'm also going to be telling you why each one has been put on this list. So all of them have a unique style and a unique insight into the market. So a lot of these cool channels, I run this cool channel called Cowardly Calls. I get a lot of contracts sent to me. I get a lot of people say, hey look, I'm launching tomorrow, so I can post it as early as possible and people can get a good entry. So go ahead and follow Cowardly Calls. All of these cool channels, links are in the description. Feel free to reach out. Only this one is run by me. The rest, obviously, do your own research, and do your own research on all of them actually, including mine. So cool channels aren't a guaranteed income. However, I follow a lot of these and I make money off of them from their calls. So Cowardly Calls, go ahead if you want a promotion. Usually I'll post everything for free on Cowardly Calls. I don't really charge for calls. And also we're looking at, bringing good projects on Cowardly Calls. So the second one is probably my most followed and visited cool channel, which is Puppa's. Puppa has over 1,000 subscribers. This is his portal, so the link to the portal in the description. Go ahead and join. Now Puppa is probably the most networked person I know in terms of projects. He posts the most amount of projects because he has the most insight into the market. So he is definitely a channel you want to follow, in my opinion. Yeah, he's called like Piggy Inu at launch. It's calling all these big projects at launch and they're going above 1 million, and I'm like, how do you find out about this? Like, so I just follow him. I look at his calls. Some of them are little degens. Like I bought 2 degens yesterday. One I kind of just about broke even, and the other one I made profit on, and it was a quick little 20-minute job. So I like Puppa's cool channels, but he's very busy. He's posting a lot. Second one, or third one, sorry, is Manu's Lounge. Manu usually posts big pre-sales, so he usually goes into the projects that hit multi-million market caps. He usually posts those type of ones, and he does the odd degen. Manu's in a lot of private groups as well, so he gets a lot of insight, which there's private groups of devs. He's in a lot of those, so he's growing pretty fast. He's at 79. I think I put him in another video before. Crypto Kid, this is also a portal, so he's got over 3,000. He does charge for calls. Puppa and Manu, I don't think they charge for calls, but obviously message them and speak to them. And Crypto Kid does charge for calls, I believe, but he does post projects for free if they're good. Obviously speak to everyone that runs these cool channels, and you'll obviously speak to him. Crypto Kid has been around a long time, so he's an experienced person. He's not just made the cool channel for a while. I remember seeing him. I think he called one of my projects a long time ago, maybe 8-9 months ago. So it was quite a while ago, and he had a small cool channel, and I don't know, I can't remember why I've remembered him from this, but I follow him, and then he makes some decent calls, some medium to low market caps. So definitely give him a look and see what his channel's about as well. CLA Ratings is an interesting one. So CLA Ratings don't typically make calls, but they also do AMAs. Now they have a good Twitter account as well, and it's followed by Crypto Messiah, so they have some good impact and some good following around them. And they will be happy if you just message them and they'll review your project, arrange an AMA, etc. off of that. So I would highly recommend looking at those, checking out their calls. Very professional outfit, I would say. Probably going to grow to something big, in my opinion. Nipsey Calls. Nipsey's a good friend of mine. He's in one of the biggest dev community Telegram groups, so he sees a lot of calls. He's only recently started his channel. However, knowledge is power in this market, in terms of, I'm not saying look, guaranteed everyone's going to be an inside an inside knowledge to every call he makes, but he's going to have some bangers, so definitely subscribe to him. Kabi Calls, or Kaiba Calls, I never know how to pronounce it. Good insight into the Chinese market. So it's run by a Chinese fella, and he's part Chinese, so he does speak Mandarin. And you get a lot of, how can I put it, Chinese plays in there, which can and can't go well. So I would definitely look into that, into the insight. And BSC is obviously run by CZ. So there's a huge amount of Chinese audience, which we can't tap into. So this could be your insight into that. Definitely have a look. Highlander Calls. Highlander Calls is a dev run cool channel. And I always say dev run cool channels are much better because you can get his early launches, and you can also get early launches of other devs. Other devs know other devs. Other cool channels only know other cool channels. So dev run cool channels are going to be the way forward in the next 6 months to a year, I believe. So if your cool channel is not run by a dev, chances are it's probably going to die off and the bigger cool channels are going to die off as well, by the way. So these are the up and coming ones. So Highlander Calls, definitely have a reach out. It's run by my good friend Darren. He launches good projects as well, and he's just good fun to have around, man. He's Scottish, for God's sake. Like, Scottish people, they'll beat you up, but who knows? Gubbins is probably the inside guy. I don't know, it's like he's attached to the blockchain. Everything he calls is bloody dynamite, so I had to put him on the list. Yeah, and literally, I don't know if Gubbins charges. Obviously, message him, but I'll go to message him about a project, and he's like, "Yeah, I've already called it." Like, I'll tell him, "Oh, have you seen this? It's going really well." And he's like, "Yeah, I called it a 2K market cap." So literally, I follow Gubbins and all his calls because he does post some real bangers on there. The next one is Poke Calls, so I had to put it on for the Spanish audience. I don't know if he charges as well, but I think he probably posts for free if it's a good position. If you're Spanish, promotion, or whatever, however you say promotions, you can DM him there, and he's all over there. He's my very dear friend as well. He's Spanish again, like I've said. So if you can read and speak Spanish, go for it. He's on there. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it's given you a bit of information onto, some decent Telegram groups. If you have any questions, let me know. As always, not associated with any of these, so DM them, speak to them. Some of them might charge you, some of them might post for free, some of them might post crap projects, some of them might post, good projects. So do your own research. And as always, take care.